Hello, and a very warm welcome to all of you, especially those of us navigating the vibrant journey of life beyond 50. Are you sometimes feeling like your golden years are perhaps a little more challenging than you'd hoped? What if I told you that one simple yet profound change could unlock a cascade of positive transformations in your body, some of which might genuinely surprise you? We often hear a lot of health advice, but today we're going to explore what actually happens step by step when you decide to significantly reduce or eliminate sugar from your diet, even for just 2 short weeks. We're not just talking about a bit of weight loss. We're talking about changes that can affect everything from how you look and feel to how your very organs function. And the order in which these benefits unfold and which ones have the deepest impact might not be what you expect. We'll be uncovering several remarkable shifts your body can make, building from some of the more subtle signs to some truly profound improvements. So I want to encourage you to stay with me through this entire journey because we're going to build up insight by insight to our final, most powerful revelation. And trust me, this last one, which we're calling the master key to metabolic health, is often the most overlooked, yet it's the one that can make the biggest, most fundamental difference to your overall well-being and vitality. You truly won't want to miss it. Before we dive into our first fascinating change, if you're passionate about living your healthiest, most vibrant life, especially in these fantastic years, do take a moment to click that subscribe button and the little bell icon. It genuinely helps our channel grow and allows us to bring more of this tailored content to you and our wonderful community of healthy seniors. We truly appreciate your support. Now, just a quick, important reminder. All the information shared today is for educational purposes. Everyone's health situation is unique, so please consult your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, exercise, or health regimen. This is especially important if you have pre-existing conditions or are on medication. Our aim here is to empower you with knowledge so you can have well-informed discussions with your trusted medical professionals. Shocking number 9, our first subtle sign, better skin. All right, let's begin our journey with a change that you might start noticing relatively quickly, and it's one that affects the very canvas of your body, your skin. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt your skin just looked a bit dull, or perhaps more prone to blemishes or redness than you'd like, even as a mature adult? Many people don't immediately connect their skin's appearance directly to the sugar they consume, but the link is surprisingly strong. You see, excess sugar in your bloodstream can lead to a process called glycation. To truly grasp how glycation from sugar impacts your skin, let's use an analogy. Imagine the vital proteins in your skin, like collagen and elastin. These are what keep your skin firm and supple. Think of these proteins as the strong, flexible support beams in a beautiful building. Now, sugar molecules, when there are too many, act like sticky agents attaching to these beams. This glycation process essentially caramelizes these proteins, making them stiff and brittle. Those once strong support beams weaken, and the building, your skin, starts to lose its structure. But when you reduce your sugar intake, you're essentially stopping this sticky, damaging process. You're reducing the formation of advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which are major culprits in skin aging and inflammation. Therefore, one of the first subtle signs you might notice is an improvement in your skin's clarity and tone. Conditions like acne or rosacea, which are often inflammatory, may begin to calm down. You might see less redness and puffiness. It's like giving your skin an internal cleanse, allowing it to repair itself more effectively. While not an overnight miracle, over 14 days, many individuals report a brighter, smoother complexion. It's a wonderful, visible bonus to a healthier way of eating and a gentle habit to start noticing. So, clearer skin is a lovely outward sign, but let's move on to a benefit that affects your comfort, especially during the night. Shocking number 8, a surprising nighttime perk. Decreases urination at night. Now, this next change is one that many people, especially as we get a bit older, will find incredibly welcome. A reduction in how often you need to get up during the night to visit the bathroom. Does that sound familiar? Those interrupted nights can really take a toll on your sleep quality and how you feel the next day. The culprit, surprisingly often, can be linked back to sugar. Your body is always trying to maintain balance, especially with blood sugar. When you consume a lot of sugar and blood sugar levels rise, your kidneys work overtime to filter out this excess glucose. And here's the key. Water tends to follow sugar. This is a principle called osmotic diuresis. Let's use an analogy. Imagine your bloodstream as a river, and sugar molecules are like little sponges floating in it. When there's an excessive amount of these sugar sponges in the river, they soak up extra water from your body's tissues to try and dilute themselves. As this sugar-laden, water-heavy blood passes through your kidneys, the river's filtration plant, the kidneys process the excess sugar and all that extra water. But when you cut back on sugar, you reduce these sugar sponges. Consequently, less water is pulled into the bloodstream unnecessarily, and your kidneys don't have to work so hard. Therefore, you'll likely find you're producing less urine, especially overnight. This means fewer trips to the bathroom, more uninterrupted sleep, and waking up feeling more rested. It might seem like a small thing, but a full night's sleep without frequent interruptions is invaluable for our overall health and daily energy levels. This key strategy for better sleep is often a pleasant surprise. From better sleep to more consistent energy throughout the day, let's explore our next point. Shocking number 7, the energy equation rebalanced. More energy. Are you often caught in that cycle of midday slumps, or do your energy levels feel like a roller coaster, with sharp peaks followed by sudden crashes? This is incredibly common, and it's often directly tied to how our bodies are fueled. One of the most significant changes you'll experience when you quit sugar is a profound shift in your energy levels, for the better. Our bodies primarily use 2 types of fuel: sugar, glucose, and fat. When regularly consuming sugar and refined carbs, your body defaults to burning sugar. The problem is, sugar burns quickly, leading to the sugar crash when blood glucose drops. Think of it this way. Running your body on sugar is like trying to power a large machine with a small AAA battery. It gives a quick burst but depletes rapidly, leaving you needing to recharge with more sugar. But when you significantly reduce sugar, your body adapts and begins to tap into its vast reserves of fat for fuel. This is a game changer. Even a relatively thin person carries tens of thousands of calories stored as fat. This is like switching from that tiny AAA battery to a massive, powerful car battery, or like shifting from burning kindling to a large, slow-burning log providing steady heat. This metabolic shift to burning fat provides a much more stable and sustained energy source. Therefore, instead of energy peaks and valleys, you'll start to experience more consistent, level energy throughout the day. The brain in particular thrives on ketones, produced when your body burns fat. Many reports increased mental clarity and reduced brain fog. You'll find you can go longer between meals without feeling desperately hungry or tired. This steady energy isn't just physical, it contributes to a more stable mood. It's like unlocking a more reliable power source within you, a crucial secret to daily vitality. Now, having more energy is fantastic, and it often goes hand in hand with another highly desirable outcome we're about to discuss. Shocking number 6, the visible transformation. You'll lose weight. This is often a primary motivator for cutting down on sugar, and for good reason. You will very likely lose weight. But it's not just about the number on the scale, it's about what kind of weight you're losing and why. Many of us have tried diets, and it can be a frustrating cycle. When you first cut out sugar and significantly reduce carbohydrates, you'll likely see a quick drop in weight. A good portion of this is water weight. Your body stores sugar as glycogen, and for every gram of glycogen, it stores about 3 to 4 grams of water. So let's use an analogy. Think of your stored glycogen as water-filled sponges. When you stop replenishing them with sugar, your body uses up the glycogen, releasing the bound-up water. It's not uncommon to lose several pounds in the first couple of weeks, much of which is this excess fluid. But, and this is crucial, after this initial water loss, your body, now better at burning fat, starts to tap into your actual fat reserves. This is where sustainable fat loss begins. Health experts often highlight that a diet high in sugars and refined carbs drives fat storage. Your liver, when overwhelmed with excess sugar, converts it into fat. This fat can be stored in the liver or elsewhere, often around the midsection. Therefore, by cutting out sugar, you're not just reducing calories. You're changing hormonal signals, encouraging your body to release stored fat. This is a healthier way to lose weight, targeting fat stores. It's a visible transformation that boosts confidence. This eye-opening secret about weight management is more than just calorie counting. Now, when it comes to significant dietary changes, like greatly reducing sugar for weight loss, it's important to approach it thoughtfully. If this involves a major shift in your diet, please remember to start gently and listen to your body. And, as always, it's wise to discuss any significant changes with your doctor, especially if you have ongoing health considerations or are on medication. Our goal here is empowerment through knowledge. Losing weight is a significant benefit, but reducing sugar also has a powerful soothing effect on the body, which is our next point. Shocking number 5, the soothing effect unveiled: less stiffness, pain, and inflammation. Beyond the scale or mirror, one of the most profound benefits of quitting sugar is reduced chronic inflammation, often manifesting as less stiffness, pain, and greater physical ease. Do you experience creaky joints, general aches, or pervasive stiffness? Many leading nutritionists agree that a diet high in sugar and refined carbs promotes chronic, low-grade inflammation. This isn't acute inflammation from an injury, which is healing. This is persistent, smoldering inflammation that damages tissues. To understand this, let's use an analogy. Imagine your body has an internal fire alarm system, your immune response. Excessive sugar is like constantly throwing small, inflammatory sparks into your system, triggering the fire alarm in joints, arteries, and organs. Over time, if these sparks are continuous, the alarm system becomes chronically activated, like a low-level fire always smoldering. But when you cut out sugar, you're stopping those inflammatory sparks. You're removing a key fuel for that fire. Therefore, your body's internal firefighters can finally get a handle on it. The chronic alarm signals quiet down. This translates into tangible benefits. Joints might feel less stiff. General bodily pains can diminish. Even artery stiffness can decrease, potentially lowering blood pressure, under doctor's guidance. Many reports feeling lighter and more mobile. It's a deeply soothing effect, as your body is no longer fighting this constant, sugar-fueled inflammatory battle. This game-changing hack for comfort can significantly improve daily life. Feeling better on the inside is crucial, and sometimes those internal changes also create very noticeable external ones, which brings us to our next point. Shocking number 4, the sculpting power, face and midsection, will change. We touched on skin clarity, but let's talk about the shape of your face and, significantly, your midsection. One of the most visually striking changes when you quit sugar is a noticeable alteration in these areas. It's not just weight loss, it's a resculpting. Have you ever felt your face looked rounder or puffier than you'd like, or struggled with stubborn fat around your belly? This is where quitting sugar can have a surprisingly direct impact. Your face can go from roundish or puffy to a thinner, more defined shape. This is partly due to reduced inflammation and water retention. Puffiness, especially around eyes and cheeks, often subsides. Let's use a sculpting analogy. Imagine your face and body are a sculpture, but layers of puffiness, water, and inflammation from sugar obscure its form, like soft clay blurring sharp lines. But when you remove sugar, it's like a sculptor carefully chipping away those obscuring layers. Inflammation subsides, excess fluid is released. Therefore, in the true contours of your face emerge. Cheekbones might appear more defined, your jawline sharper. And then there's the midsection. Visceral fat around your abdomen is particularly sensitive to sugar intake because your liver converts excess sugar into fat. When you cut sugar, your liver can start to release this stored fat. Reducing visceral fat is crucial for health. So, you'll see it in your face and feel it in your midsection. This sculpting power is a motivating change, another vital truth about body composition. Looking better is great, but feeling free from constant food thoughts? That's a whole other level of well-being, which is our next vital insight. Shocking number 3, Freedom from food focus. Cravings between meals go away. This next transformation is, for many, one of the most liberating. The significant reduction or even elimination of cravings, especially for sugary foods and snacks between meals. If you feel like you're constantly battling desires for sweets, or if your mind seems perpetually occupied with thoughts of your next meal, you're not alone. Cravings are powerful on a high-sugar diet due to the blood sugar roller coaster. When blood sugar dips, your brain screams for another quick fix. It's a vicious cycle. Many people consume significant amounts of added sugar daily, but that's just part of it. When you factor in sugar from other carbohydrates like bread, pasta, and cereal, the total can be surprisingly high. To visualize this, imagine your cravings are like a demanding toddler, only momentarily pacified by a sugary treat. Soon the toddler is back, louder than ever. But when you shift away from sugar and your body becomes fat-adapted, something remarkable happens. Because your body efficiently burns its own fat stores for energy between meals, it's essentially eating even when you're not. It's continuously fueled. Therefore, it no longer sends out those desperate hunger and craving signals. The demanding toddler learns to play quietly. This process of breaking the craving cycle typically takes about 3 days as your body adjusts. It might require initial willpower. Reducing total carbohydrate intake, often to below 50 grams per day initially, including sugars from fruits and starches, is key. Always discuss such significant dietary changes with your healthcare provider, especially if you have underlying health conditions or are on medications. The mental freedom from not constantly fighting cravings is profound. It allows you to focus on life, feeling satisfied. This is a key revelation for improving quality of life. Now, we're moving into some of the most profound and systemic benefits. Let's talk about how quitting sugar can deeply reset some of your body's most vital organs. Shocking number 2. The deep system reset improves eyes, brain, arteries, and kidneys. We're now delving into changes affecting the core of your long-term health. The well-being of your vital organs, your eyes, your brain, your arteries, and your kidneys. These organs are incredibly sensitive to your body's metabolic environment, and high sugar intake can inflict significant, often silent damage over time. Consider conditions like diabetic retinopathy, damaging eye blood vessels, or diabetic nephropathy, harming kidney filters. Your arteries can become inflamed and stiff from excess sugar, underlying heart disease. The brain also suffers with cognitive function, memory, and mood impacted. What science is increasingly telling us is that chronically elevated blood sugar creates a hostile environment for these systems, partly through advanced glycation end products, AGs. To truly understand, imagine your eyes, brain, arteries, and kidneys are sophisticated, delicate machinery with tiny pipes, sensitive wiring, and crucial filters. Excess sugar acts like a corrosive, sticky sludge gumming up these components. It causes inflammation, oxidative stress, and damages cells. Pipes get clogged, arteries, filters get damaged, kidneys, wiring frays, nerves. But when you dramatically reduce sugar, you stop the flow of this damaging sludge. You give these organs a chance to heal. Inflammation subsides. New AGE's formation slows. The body's repair mechanisms catch up. Therefore, you may experience improved vision and less blurriness. Your kidneys can function more efficiently. Your arteries can become less inflamed and more flexible, crucial for cardiovascular health. Cholesterol profiles often improve as sugar significantly influences its production. In the brain, nerves can heal. Cognitive functions like memory and focus can sharpen. Your mood can lift. This isn't just preventing future problems. It's actively improving these critical systems now. This deep system reset is a truly game-changing truth about the far-reaching impact of sugar. We've covered some incredible transformations, but now we arrive at our final and arguably most foundational insight. This is the one we've been building towards. The ultimate shocking number 1. The master key to metabolic health improves insulin resistance. We've arrived at what I believe is the most crucial, impactful, and often misunderstood change when you conquer sugar. you dramatically improve insulin resistance. This, my senior friends, is the master key to metabolic health because it truly sits at the heart of so many chronic health problems affecting us, especially as we mature. You might have heard insulin resistance, but what does it mean and why is it pivotal? Insulin is a vital hormone, helping shuttle glucose from your bloodstream into cells for energy. When you consistently consume a high-sugar, high-carb diet, your pancreas pumps out large amounts of insulin to deal with the glucose influx. Let's use our most important analogy. Imagine your cells have doors with locks, and insulin is the key unlocking these doors for glucose. When you overwhelm your body with sugar for years, your cells become less responsive to insulin. It's like the locks on cell doors become rusty. Insulin, the key, doesn't work as well. This is insulin resistance. Your cells resist insulin's attempt to let glucose in. But your body is smart. It needs to get glucose out of the bloodstream. So the pancreas works harder, producing more insulin, like trying to jiggle the rusty lock with more force. This leads to high insulin levels, hyperinsulinemia, which itself drives inflammation, fat storage, especially abdominal, high blood pressure, and abnormal cholesterol. It's a widely accepted understanding in geriatric care that this state underpins many age-related diseases. Eventually, the pancreas can become exhausted, like an engine redline too long. It may falter and no longer produce enough insulin. Blood sugar levels then rise, leading to prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. It is often noted that if diabetes is a disease of too much sugar in the blood, eating less sugar should be a primary approach. Yet this isn't always emphasized as strongly as the role of sugar and refined carbs in driving insulin resistance. Therefore, when you drastically reduce sugar, you give your cells and pancreas a needed break. The locks can unrust. Cells become more sensitive to insulin. This means your pancreas doesn't work so hard. Insulin levels can normalize. Blood sugar control improves. Improving insulin resistance is the master key because it unlocks so many benefits. It helps resolve fatty liver disease. It reduces risk for heart disease, stroke, and certain cancers fueled by high insulin/glucose. It allows better absorption of nutrients like potassium, magnesium, and B1, as insulin aids their cellular uptake. You might notice improved muscle tone as your body better utilizes amino acids. Addressing insulin resistance tackles the root cause. It's a fundamental shift towards metabolic health, our ultimate secret for long-term vitality. This truly is about unlocking peak senior vitality, the most game-changing revelation of all. Conclusion. And there you have it, the master key to metabolic health, improving insulin resistance. It might seem complex, but its impact on nearly every aspect of your health is truly remarkable, which is why it was our most profound revelation today. So, we've journeyed through incredible changes your body can experience when you control sugar intake. We started with our first subtle sign of better skin, noted a surprising nighttime perk, felt the energy equation rebalanced, witnessed the visible transformation in weight, embraced the soothing effect unveiled, and saw the sculpting power on face and midsection. Then came freedom from food focus, understanding the deep system reset for our organs, and finally unlocking the master key to metabolic health. Each is a powerful step. Which of these secrets, perhaps the hope from the energy equation rebalance, the impact of the deep system reset, or our ultimate master key to metabolic health, resonated most with you? Which one are you inspired to explore? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in the comments below. If you found this journey through these health discoveries valuable, and if any of these shocking body changes gave you food for thought, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps others find our community. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell for more powerful strategies tailored for our fantastic community of healthy seniors. And if you want to know the single biggest change I made, the 5 foods I completely stopped eating to make my body feel 30 years younger, I've put it all in a special video. It's coming soon. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Until next time, stay healthy, stay curious, and keep thriving. Thank you for joining me.